That's much better. Well, hi guys, and welcome to SeniTelly. Okay, well, I don't know why I'm nervous. It's been so long since I've gotten in front of a camera and actually said, yes, I am filming for SeniTelly. So I'm a bit nervous, but honestly, I just need to get back into the groove of things and just yap, do the thing that I do the best, which is yap. Certified yapper. And today I came out of my hiding because of how obsessed I got with Forever on Netflix. And I was like, I'm here talking about this thing on Twitter. I'm here tweeting like no man's business, but I'm not expressing how I'm really feeling, like my opinion about the show and how amazing it is and how great it is. You can catch how I feel about the show with my tweets, because the amount of posts I've made because of that show, I love that show down, and I just kind of want to get right into it and just express my love for the show and just how amazing and how well done it was, to the point where, I kid you not, I've never watched the show 3 times. Usually I'm a one and done person and then I move on with my day. But no, I've gone to Netflix and clicked on that show 3 times. I've watched all episodes, 8 episodes, 3 times already. And it's a little bit obsessive, but I'm happy and proud about that, actually. And because every time I watch it, I find out something new that I missed in the first episode or in the last or third episode. You always, because when you watch it the second time or the third time, you start to find little details that you missed the first time you watched it. Even when I started watching episode 1 the second time, I peeped that the essay that Justin was writing in the beginning was literally about fate and how two people can be destined for each other, but sometimes the way life will move them around, it seems like they're not meant to be, but in actuality, in reality, they are. And he referenced Romeo and Juliet. I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Him and Keisha are not Romeo and Juliet, but it kind of covers their relationship and their story. From the way it transitioned from how they met, first of all, in elementary school, to then meeting years later. And mind you, Keisha was not going out at that time. Justin was not going out at that time. And so the fact that something brought them together, and I'm okay, the fact that Justin is writing about his future, I didn't even know it. Apart from the tragic ending with Romeo and Juliet. But just those tiny details you start to catch on in the show when you watch it the second time or the third time around. Even in the Martha Vineyard episode where Keisha, Chloe, and her aunt are reading a book, Mara was so specific to make sure that the books that they were reading were written by Black authors. I didn't catch that until the third time I watched it.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry.
All by Black authors, all by Black female authors, and I think that was so specific that she chose that because the Martha's Vineyard episode was just so Black-centric, so Black-centered, to just show how amazing and beautiful Black culture is and just what it means to just be around your people. And the fact that she specifically made sure to put these tiny little Easter eggs, I just was I was in awe. And it's just I might have to watch it for the 4th time. I can't lie. But apart from just Mara and her geniusness, I just want to talk about how well written this show was, how well directed the show was. Every episode was just wow. My favorite episode would have to be 4th quarter, which is episode 3, with the famous train scene. Okay, the famous train scene. My favorite episode would have to be the 4th quarter, and honestly, the reason why, because in that episode, Justin and Keisha, they get into an argument because of the fact that she decides to go to prom with Christian. And he's why would you do that? I'm right here now. I'm back. Why would you decide to go to prom with him? But he has to understand that, she did not want to tell her mom the reason why she would be ending things with Christian. She didn't want her mom to know that huge secret that she had, which is so understandable. But the way Anthony Hemingway directed it, I like the way he started out the episode with just them and the fact that they're not really properly aligned as of right now because of the fact that there's this huge Christian debacle, and then the way he ends the episode with them on the train and just like being one with each other, I just felt like that was just so genius. And I've never seen something like that in a show or in real life before, to where like it's the girl that, you know, not like necessarily chasing the guy, but fighting for the guy essentially. It's the girl that's putting all her effort into, putting her all into it to show the guy how much, you know, she cares about him. And I just thought that was so nice to see. And like the entire show is just so relatable, from when they first started chatting to when they got their little first FaceTime call. Keisha is bold, first of all, because you would never catch me FaceTiming a guy. I would never be the first person FaceTiming a guy. Absolutely not. So the fact that she, right off the bat, when he said, "When can I see you?" Sis FaceTimed him. Okay, excuse me, sorry. It could never be me. But the fact that she did that, I was just like, wow, I need to be more like Keisha. And then I was like, I need to be more like Keisha when she came to block, because I realized I'm such a wuss, or I wouldn't even know what word I would use for myself. Like, I'm such a forgiver that I don't know how to block people. I like to give people second chances. But like, sometimes you just gotta be like, no, I'm blocking you, and actually get out of my life, actually, seriously. But in Keisha's case, she blocked but unblocked, because guess what? Justin put in the effort. He put in the effort to show Keisha that how much he really likes her, how much he cares about her. Had her old kindergarten friends posting unblocked Justin on Instagram. Bro showed up at her school. Like, he put in the effort to show how much he really like wanted to pursue something with her, and how much he saw a potential, I guess, in the relationship. And like, you don't really see that in today's day and age, which is so sad, because like, guys, I don't know, for some reason they like to put up a front. Like, I don't know what they're trying to prove, or who they're trying to prove it to where like, oh, they're just this cool guy, they don't know how to show their emotions, and just like put on this facade and not express themselves properly. And that's what I really love about this show, is the fact that Justin is so authentically himself and wears his heart on his sleeve, that he doesn't care what other people are saying about Keisha. He doesn't care about what other people are saying about him. He knows what he wants, he knows what he likes, and he's gonna go for it. And I just really enjoyed the fact that even when his friend was talking crap about Keisha, he didn't let that bother him. Even when his friend was saying how, like, you know, she's a thought, like, he was like, first of all, yo, chill on that. She's not a thought, you know? Like, he did not play about Keisha. I like the fact that he didn't let his friend's opinion about Keisha affect him. And it's just like, it's so rare to see that in TV shows and movies now, to where like, oh, the guy is the certified lover boy. Honestly, like, it's usually the girl that's, you know, always falling and being the one that has to pursue. But it was such a nice balance, and it was so nice to see a guy like, a character like Justin just come to life, to where like, he's so relatable. Like, I related to Justin so much, and I related to Keisha, and I like the way that Mara did, to where like, you can relate to both of these characters at any time. Like, I literally, when they were having their first FaceTime call, I saw myself in Keisha. When they were having their first FaceTime call, I saw myself in Justin, which is weird, because I'm like, why am I connecting with a dude? Why am I seeing myself in a dude? Like, no. So it was just very interesting, because like, these characters are so relatable, and I like the fact that it was like, it was in 2018. Like, I graduated high school in 2018, and I just remember how it was at that time, and how relationship-wise it was complicated, but how freeing it was, and how that year was just a year to really like know yourself and experiment and learn yourself, learn from your mistakes, and how to maneuver, because that was the year that I was also transitioning into college. So it was definitely a year of change for me, and I just love how Mara just did it with these two characters, how she did it with this show, to where like every teenager in their 20s, okay, can see themselves in Justin and Keisha. Every teenager in general can see themselves in Justin and Keisha. And I just love the fact that we finally have a show that's centered around Black people, a show that's centered around Black young adults, Black teenagers, because I don't see that a lot. I've literally, the only show that I've watched, The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's so like, no offense to it, because I actually really do enjoy that show, but like, I could not relate to Belly. I could not relate to any of the characters, because I did not see myself in any of these characters. Like half of the things that were going on, I'm like, yeah, that's unrealistic. That could never happen. I cannot relate. So to see a black story be well executed was just so amazing. To just the fact that I witnessed it in this day and age. I'm so like, I just love this show, and I just love how well it's done, and how much that we can finally get a show where it's centered around black people in a brighter sense, and not so much in a dark, like, you know, Tyler Perry type storylines, because I'm tired of Tyler Perry, okay? Like, to the point, I'm so tired of Tyler Perry. I started watching one of his shows, Sisters, and then I had to stop because I'm like, he can't be for real. Like, I don't know what's his obsession with trauma. Like, I don't know what Tyler Perry's obsession is with trauma. He has this new movie, or is it a TV show, coming out with Taraji P. Henson now, that's centered around trauma. It looks like it's a mixture of I can do bad all by myself and no good deed. That's what it looks like. But I'm not about to waste my time and watch that, because I'm tired of seeing black trauma, okay? I want to see black fun. I want to see black people poolside at the beach having fun, no trauma, no violence, nothing, just being themselves and just enjoying their teenage years or their adult years, like Insecure. And that's why I freaking love Insecure, and I just wish that Issa and HBO or something, they should come up with something and bring back my show, okay? Because I need something so bright, and that's why I really love Forever. It's such a bright show, and it just shows that black people can love, black people can just be themselves authentically and not have to worry. Like, I just love the fact, the balance that she did with Justin's family being like this higher middle class family, and like Keisha's family not necessarily, you know, they're not as rich, of course, as Justin, and obviously she showcases how real life is, and how her mom was struggling with the bills, and how just life is in general. And it was such a nice balance to see these two type of family dynamic merged together, and I just really enjoyed it. And I really loved the fact that we still got to see Justin's parents, the fact that we could see black love and just how beautiful it is. And there was a scene where Justin is at his brother's game, his family's at his brother's game, and he turns and he looks at his parents, and they're just like in awe with each other. They're just in love, and I just love that. So I didn't grow up seeing that, and so to just witness that was just so beautiful to me. And it's the little tiny things that Mara does, that she did in the show, that just leaves you like, wow. It's the most tiniest things, because you'll be like, oh, you kind of overlook that type of scene, but no, it's intentional. It's there for a reason. It's to show how beautiful black love is, how beautiful it is to see your parents in love, and just how beautiful it is to just come from a healthy household and just be authentically yourself. And I love the fact that Justin was raised around love, to the point that it translated to the way he treated Keisha, because of the fact that he saw how his parents were, how his parents raised him. He was able to translate that to Keisha, and to the way he treated Keisha. And it was just so beautiful to see. And I really enjoyed this show. And it's like, I swear, you keep me out with Yap all day long, and it's gonna be hard for me to stop.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
Also, like, I really want to touch on how, like, Justin's mom was so complex. Like, at one moment you love her, at another moment you kind of annoyed with her, but I think that you have to understand where she's coming from. And I like the way that Karen played her. Like, I saw my mom in her. Like, it's so relatable. Like, the way she just wanted the best for her son. And even though at times she was a little OD, it was needed, because I think Justin needed somebody that was going to ground him, somebody that was going to check him. And Keisha was a nice balance for him when it came to, like, giving him a reality check also. But it's nice to see that his mom also was that person that brought him back to being present. Like, you have goals, you need to accomplish these goals, okay? That you need to do this and that. Even though at one point she was kind of like gearing towards controlling, it was still a nice balance, because guess what? Her husband, Justin's dad, was there to balance it out. And it's just beautiful to see, okay? And to even go back to the scene in Martha's Vineyard where Justin's dad was talking to him, it was just so nice to see his father just, you know, give him such honest and loving advice, and not an advice that would stray him in the wrong direction, but it's an advice that would lead him to the right direction, an advice that would make him to, you know, lead with his heart and not so much be this tough guy. Like I was saying with this whole, nowadays guys are just putting on these persona and they just want to be this tough guy, this cool guy, and they never want to actually show emotions. Like, it's like, I don't know what is in the water and why men are like that nowadays. Like, it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to love out loud, it's okay to wear your heart on your sleeve. Like, I don't know why you're fronting. It is not a, like, I don't know, it's like they're like in this like who can front the hardest game. Like, chill on that. It's really not that deep. Like, love authentically. Like, no one is gonna like, oh my god, she's in love. Like, no. Like, please, come on now. So I just really love the fact that we got to see just a character, a black boy, just love authentically. It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful, okay? It's just so beautiful. I did also want to really touch on the sex scene. Their attempt at it the first time was so awkward. I got secondhand embarrassment and I wanted to turn off my TV. Like, I wanted to turn, the amount of times I paused it actually was insane. Like, I just wanted to like run away because I did not want to witness it. And that's the best thing ever, because it just shows the awkwardness with teenagers in general when it comes to stuff like that. And they did it so well, because, and also I don't know, maybe I'm deep in it, but I might be deep in it, but this is what I got from that scene, was that because of Tisha had this baggage, this thing that was holding her, that with her mom and not telling her, she wasn't fully able to open up herself to, you know, finally give herself to Justin, because of that, her past that she had with Christian, and the fact that it's not out yet and that it's still like hanging over her head. She wasn't able to fully like immerse herself into into Justin. But the second time around, when they met up in Martha's Vineyard, her mom doesn't even know about it yet. Now that I think about it, in Martha's Vineyard, her mom doesn't know about it yet. So maybe I was deep in it actually, because I was like, the second time around, the fact that when they did it, that whole Christian debacle was over, I guess, because she already went to prom. But her mom still didn't know about it. So okay, yeah, so maybe I am deep in it, and it has no relation to the fact that she had that thing, that weight on her shoulder, because then because the second attempt, you know, it was beautiful, and like the way their meeting was just so beautiful. And I guess, you know what, I think because the second time she realized how much she really loves Justin, and how she just wanted to just open herself to him and be free with him. The fact that, you know, they were apart for so long, she was just finally ready. Yeah, and I thought that meeting in Martha's Vineyard was just so beautiful. And the fact that sis was blocked and she kept on calling and leaving voicemails was just so beautiful to see. Okay, like, I love that. Okay, and I like the fact that she didn't give up. Sis, she literally flew across the country for this man. She flew across the country. Like, Chloe a real one, for real. Chloe a real one for getting her friend to Martha's Vineyard. Because in what world are you finding a friend that's going to do that for you? In what world? I don't know. It's not this one, though. So she a real one for that. I was like, what? And like, I'm like, girl, what is you doing in Martha's Vineyard? And so the fact that she got there and she said, I'm going to find my man. She found her man, okay? She found her man. And it was just so beautiful the way they just met each other. And the amount of times I took that episode back, like I was just like, it had me giggling, it had me kicking my feet, okay? Like, I was just like, this show is made for the certified lovers, okay? Like, this show is made for the certified lovers. Like, if you don't like Forever, then you're just being a pick me and you're just an attention seeking, like, you are. Like, if you don't like it, because I'm like, why are you trying to be different from society? Why? You know, because it's a masterpiece, to me at least. But yeah, I can't wait for season 2, and I'm so glad that they got approved for season 2, because I'm like, Netflix would be out of their minds if they let the show just pass by. No, like, they would be out of their minds. And oh my gosh, the playlist. There's so much things to touch about with this show. The playlist on this show. I guess you wonder where I've been. That is their song. It's not literally, I've been playing that song like no man's business. Like that's their song. Every time I hear it, I think about them. It's so beautiful. Everything was just purposefully selected and just beautiful. And it's just like I'm gonna go back and watch it again. It's actually insane because it's so crazy because the reason why I'm also rewatching it is because I haven't had a show that I've liked so much that I related to. I don't have that type of show out other than Forever. There's no show where a black girl can just be authentically herself. There's no show where a black boy can just be authentically themselves without having like some kind of black trauma following it, or without some kind of like, police brutality. Even like, I like the fact that they kind of touched on that with Dawn making sure that her son followed direction when he came to, like, if he ever got stopped by a cop, because like it's the reality with us black folks. We need to know these things. So I like the fact that they touch on that, but they didn't make that the primary. They didn't make that that's like that the main thing that's gonna happen in the show. Even like in a scene where he drops Keisha off and police were behind him, they didn't actually make it a thing. It turns out that they were just coincidentally behind him, and then they were going somewhere. So I like the fact that they did it like that, and they didn't like make a thing out of it, because that would have really annoyed me. Because when I saw the cop thing, I was like, oh come on, no, please don't, please don't. And I like the fact that they didn't do that. And it's just it's such a breath of fresh air. It's such a breath of fresh air to find a show or have a show that just shines a light on just black love and just black authenticity without having trauma follow it. Like, it's not everyday trauma, it's not everyday struggle. Sometimes let's just live life. Let's live life, breathe in, let, like what iCarly said, live life, breathe air, whatever. Is that it? Live life, breathe air. I know sometimes I'm gonna, whatever she said, okay? Live, love, laugh. Let's say that. Sometimes we just want to live, love, laugh. And it's not every day I want to cry, okay? Even though the relationship wanted me to, I wanted to freaking fight them at one point because of the lack of communication also. Yeah, the lack of communication that they weren't doing. Well, the lack of communication that they had. Like, and it's such a great representation of today's day and age with us young adults and us teenagers, that we don't know how to properly communicate. And it takes me back to people putting on this facade and never wanting people to know how they're feeling and how whoever is making them feel. They never want anyone to know. And it's like, why? Like, there's so many times that Justin wanted to really tell Keisha how he felt, but then erased it. The same thing with Keisha, how she felt, and erased it. Like, it's so sad that we do that. I don't know why we do that. And I'm one of the people, I do that a lot, okay? I don't know how to express myself when it comes to like romantic emotions, especially to like whoever I'm dating or chatting with. It's hard because like I never know how that other person is feeling, so I don't want to be the first one to express myself. And that's the reason why I always like don't even like open up. But this show has taught me, like, honestly, say how you feeling, okay? Say how you are feeling. Like, and if they're not feeling the same way you're feeling, oh freaking well, then it's just not meant to be, like, and we move on to the next, literally. But yeah, it was just such a beautifully done show, and I want more. I need more. I need season 2 like yesterday, not even today. I need it like yesterday. I need it like ASAP. But yeah, Forever on Netflix, just an amazingly beautiful show that was made for the certified lovers, okay? Boys and girls, made for the certified lovers. And I just, yeah, okay? So thank you guys so much for sticking to the end. Thank you guys so much for, witnessing my comeback, sort of. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I hope you come back for another Yap session, because I will be having more. And just, join SeniTelly.
Please subscribe.
Leave your opinions in the comments and let's just chat, okay? Let's talk about our favorite shows together and talk about what we hate and what we love in our characters. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you in my next video.